howdy. We only have Jayce in the comments at the moment. If you're watching, please say something so I can say hi to you. I did send the link to Charlie as well, so maybe when they are done streaming, they will join us.
Cool.
And today I should work on my client thing, but I'm not in the mood.
Also, if you want to, I think Haley and or Jenny might be able to come.
Oh yeah, I was gonna send the link to Haley, and I don't think I'm friends with Jenny on Facebook. So if you want to send the link to either or both of them.
Well, that takes some finding. I'm having some tooth sensitivity at the moment.
Ouch. All right. Oh, Carrie is here. Hello.
Hello, Carrie.
My top is it's actually a dress. And thank you. I got it from Ross. It is J for Justify brand. And it came with this necklace thing that like hooked on, and it was like really long, but Noelle stole it because she liked it a lot because it was shiny. What's up, Noelle? You want to come sit on my knee for a minute?
Yes, and I can eat down on your desk.
Okay. Noelle wants to come sit with me.
Cool. Ow.
It's a mess right now.
My hair is so wet.
It's so messy.
And it's wet.
It's almost looking like, you know, those braids that go across the hairline and down?
Yeah.
It almost looks like that. It almost looks like it's braided across.
Yeah, I just we took a shower and came downstairs, and I haven't brushed her hair yet, so it's like a little bit rat's nesty.
And a little bit rock and roll.
It's not rock and roll.
It's not rock and roll.
What?
Well, most of my free time has been spent on this.
Rock on.
So what is that?
The paint by numbers. It's going to be a vase of flowers.
You're almost finished.
It's beautiful.
You're almost finished.
Yeah, I'm getting there. It's just, let me let Charlie in real quick.
It's really
It's just to the part where it's all the little
to
teeny
paint
tiny
again.
spots. Then I need a little teeny tiny paintbrush to paint. And so that's why the middle's not done yet.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello. That is really pretty, Meadow.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
I don't know if you can hear me, Noelle, but hello.
What's that?
It's Charlie.
Hi.
Who's that?
It's Charlie. When the painting is finished, it's supposed to be this.
Ooh.
Kitty.
So.
Well, you need to. I'm pink. This is
Okay, so one thing that Paint by Numbers includes is an extra paper that has all of the things on them. But this is useless to me at this point because it is impossible to find where I am on the painting on this piece of paper.
This is a piece of paper.
Well, I think if you had a light table,
This is a.
you could put the numbers on the lower sheet and project all the black through.
Yeah, maybe.
But that would require having a light table.
Yeah. Okay. my kiddo got a hold of the necklace from my bachelorette party. Fortunately, my bestie got me the giant plastic ring and not the giant plastic. Okay, real quick.
Hello.
Pretty.
It's here and it's beautiful.
It's bootious.
Unfortunately, it didn't come with any instructions on how I cycle through the light things. So it's just on the rainbow thing that like goes across.
Do you have it in something that it doesn't matter if you type? Because I want to hear the clicky clacks.
Okay, here. Move for a second. Hold on, let me open something. Just for a second, you can get back up in a minute. Okay, you ready?
Open.
Isn't it so wonderful?
It is very clickety. Whoa, can't speak. Clickety clackety.
It sounds like a typewriter. And it looks like a typewriter. And it's rainbow.
Now, you can't. My newest one you cannot hear because it is low actuation pressure. So it won't hurt my fingers as much.
Let's see. Carrie says, I have a black and rose gold keyboard that looks like a typewriter in my car. It's $200 I don't have. Well, this one is black with silver, and then it's like the rainbow, and you can actually cycle through all different color things, and you can make it solid one color or whatever. And this is only $70. If you have $70, you could spend.
Mine has a button on it that can change the patterns.
I'm sure one of these buttons does that.
Mine is when you go to the enter key and then the shift key, and under the shift key is the control key and the light key.
Oh my gosh, this keyboard has a button on it specifically dedicated to opening the calculator. It's right there.
But look, if it's like mine at all, then look under the enter key, under the shift key, and mine has a light key that's like, so it goes space, alt, function, light, control.
Mine says alt, function, and then there's a list with a arrow next to it, and then control.
Hit that button.
No, the control just opens up the
No, not the control, the one with
the list with the arrow just opens up the copy space. Copy paste.
No. Well, poo.
Holidays.
Yeah, it opens up the cut, copy, paste, etc.
What is the brand of that?
RK Royal Kludge.
RK Royal Kludge, okay. Wireless keyboard?
No, it's wired. So I don't see a button on here that's like, oh, this is obviously for the light control. Okay.
Typewriter style, okay.
Carrie, I feel that statement about so many things in my life. It's $200. I don't have it right now, but I need it.
So I was sitting here yesterday, and Jordan wanted to type on it because it got here yesterday. He came home from work and he wanted to type on it. So I opened up a document for him to write on, and he hit so many freaking buttons that he literally opened every single file and tab and everything I have on my computer all at the same time. So it was like a solid 30 seconds. I had to sit here and wait for the computer to unfreeze so I could close everything again. And I'm like, I don't know what you pushed, but you opened everything. Must you? Why don't you go grab the remote and I'll turn on cartoons for you? Go grab the remote for the TV.
I see Naomi and the baby.
No,
and
Naomi's
me.
not in any of those pictures. That's Grandma Carolyn and
That's a baby.
Adeline and Willow and you.
Press function plus pause.
And when
Oh, it worked.
and I was up there.
And move your camera down so we can see.
Okay, right now it's on green. Or like lime greenish. And then now that's actually green. Blue. And it like waves across.
Yeah, we can see the waves. It's cool.
It's so pretty.
And
It is.
indigo.
Ooh, there's what I need right there.
Yeah, when you're on stream with the gays and you're having a light show, you better fucking show the light show.
Right?
And then
If I don't have glitter on me by the end of this, you fail.
rainbow.
Charlie needs their glitteral stimulation.
That's it. It goes through the different colors of the rainbow
Yes, please.
and the rainbow. And that's it.
Brad.
So now you can change the color based on the day's mood.
Yeah, it's like I'm pissed off today. Red.
It's my favorite.
Red is Noelle's favorite.
That's really pretty.
And the other thing is, if you're really feeling it, and it's, well, for you it would be when it's later at night, and you turn the lights off in the room, and you're typing, and that's the light. So you're filling your room with the colors.
Yeah. I just discovered something. When you have the num lock on,
Purple.
it turns the light white.
Cool.
Caps lock. Yep,
Wow.
does the same thing there.
White it is.
Scroll lock. It does the same thing there. That's cool. Now I actually can visually see, oh, my caps lock is on.
I found, though, that with mine, I can't use my computer without turning the lights on anymore. Or I can't use my keyboard without turning the keyboard lights on anymore.
Yeah.
Because it lights up the letters as well. And it's just, it's so much easier to see.
Yeah. Are you okay? No, just bonked her head on the desk. Oh, babes. You okay?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Shall we go to the Sprunkt?
We can. The stand that I just got for my laptop was $35.99 from Amazon. If you want the links to these two things at all, let me know and I can
We can come with
share
you.
them with you.
Can we come with you?
Come with me where?
Can we come with you?
I'm not going anywhere.
We're going with them.
With who?
There. Them.
Okay.
Can we come with you?
You want to say go?
1, 2, 3, 5,
Go.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go!
I think you skipped a number. Yay.
Yay, I figured out which screen I was in.
Well, during the sprint, we had Haley join us, so welcome.
Hello.
It's a wild Haley.
I don't know what it is now, but every time I freaking start a live stream, I get really tired. I'm just sitting here living my best life, and then all of a sudden my body's just like, no, yawn repeatedly until you get sick of me.
Your body's like, does this best life include a nap right now?
So, I watched this game that's played. It's a tabletop RPG. It's called LA by Night. And the past episode, the one they just showed on Saturday, there is a GIF from that is so fucking funny. There's the scene when I saw it, I was just laughing out loud, and it's just Tremere, which are basically the witches of the vampire world. She's doing what she does. She's casting a spell, but the other people at the table are just like, they just do this double take, just looking at her like, excuse me, freaky bitch, what you doing? It's just like this double take. Because she says, so she's over here just cutting off her fingertips. And then they just... Tremere blood magic requires some self-sacrifice.
So she has to cut off her fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
Do they grow back?
Well, vampires can grow them back. But it's just the reaction from the other two at the table. Because they both... It's a simultaneous double take to just stare at her with their mouths open.
Well, I spent the first part of the sprint trying to find the freaking TV remote, and I can't find it, but I was able to turn on the TV because there's one button underneath the TV, and you have to press it once to cycle through the options, and then you have to press and hold to like do the option. So I had to turn on the TV, go over to turn it over to the TV, like so she could watch cable, and then go over to the channel changing and hold down the button until I got to the right channel, which was difficult, but I did it. And then I had to turn down the volume without muting it, and oh my gosh, it's annoying. Oh, by the way, that's my new TV over there. Oh,
Nice.
Our upstairs TV died, so we took the old one from down here up there and got a new one, and that one back there is a 65-inch.
Nice.
Ooh.
I got another 8 bars done on the song I'm working on.
Nice.
I'm crocheting.
Procrastinating.
Because I'm working on a shawl, but it's like 7 feet long.
Why?
I love Meadow's first response. Why?
Because I zoned out while I was doing the chains, like the very first row. And I was, because it was like at the Coffee Bunny last week, and I was just like, because you can do chains without looking at them, so you can just like,
Yeah.
go out and have 7 feet worth of chains.
I would have looked at it and been like, no, and taken out at least 2 feet.
Well, now it's a 4th Doctor scarf.
Well, it's gonna come to a triangle eventually, purposefully, and it should be long enough to that I can wrap it around my bag and like use it like a vest.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the idea.
What did you just put on the screen?
That's the reaction.
A little bit. A little bit.
It is so perfect. See, anytime you could do that to the other players in the game, like get them all to look at you like that, you're doing your job right.
Best moment I've had in a game resulted in that kind of reaction, and also every other player going, no! Because one of my players is a Dragonborn who was supposed to be in charge of his, like, tribe, killed his brother to get that position, but his brother's death blow gave him brain damage. So he was too stupid to be in charge, so they kicked him out. He's also too stupid to speak common now. And we were doing a one-shot dungeon just to kind of like fill some time. And at the bottom of this dungeon is this like green crystal stuff and notes from an alchemist. And the notes say that it seems to make things awaken. So there's also a giant sentient crab down there. And the Dragonborn Barbarian gets the idea that if he snorts it, maybe it'll fix his brain damage. Everyone else in the party is like, how about we don't do that and we just take a bunch of it to an alchemist and have the alchemist do the thing to undo the brain damage. And he looked at everyone, and the player looked at everyone, and then looked at me and said, I snort the crystals.
Oh my gosh.
And
And
what was
then
the
he
result?
rolled a constitution check and got a nat 20.
And so the result was
He could speak common again. It's like you get 1d4 worth of intelligence, and then he rolled a 4. He's like, that fixed my brain damage. I can speak common again. Great. Now we have a chaotic evil dragonborn who is smart and can like isn't relying on the chaotic good druid translator to get through this.
Funky Sigh, hello, welcome.
hello.
Got some deleting done. And SM Ryan, hello, welcome.
Hello.
I got startled during your story just now because there was very loud noises coming from outside, and I was like, what the hell? It's the freaking garbage guys doing the dumpsters.
So the one that reminds me of an episode of Seattle by Night where they had a new vampire and he was craving Taco Bell, but vampires in Vampire the Masquerade can't eat human food anymore. They'll throw it right up. And he was, and the person running the game is one of the people that actually makes the game.
Okay.
So he was like, the player was just like, well, we're in a hospital, so I'm going to buy the Taco Bell and I'm going to grind it up and put it in a centrifuge with blood. And then I'm going to inject it intravenously. And the storyteller's like, yeah, that's not going to work. And he says, well, I'm going to try it anyway. Critical everything. Every roll on that was a critical. And the guy who runs the game is like, well, I guess it's canon now that you can actually do that.
Gross.
And they did actually have an entire conversation of if Taco Bell can be absorbed rectally.
I mean, strange things happen in tabletop games all the time, and that's what I love about them. Like I remember when I was a kid, I rolled up an Urda mage for a Dragonlance game, and I hated them with like every ounce of my being. But the DM would not let me re-roll a new character. So we were at this tower, and all of this like horde of red dragons showed up because we were all like level 1, and we were supposed to run and get away. And I was like, I climbed to the top of the tower. It's like, okay, why? I'm like, I climbed to the top of the tower. Okay, so what do you do? I leap off of the tower, aiming myself at the closest dragon with my dagger out, aimed directly at his eye. So you're doing a called shot to the eye. Yes. You know, if you miss, you'll die. I know. Roll the die. 20. Okay, so you hit the dragon. Roll to see if you hit the eye. 20. Basically, I brained a dragon as a level 1 mage with a knife. And then survived my saving throw when we hit the ground and didn't die. So everybody else was level 1 and I was like level 13. Yeah, I solo killed a red dragon trying to get rid of this dang character. It's just like, oh, well, I guess I'm just OP now. You're gonna have to deal with me.
I want to kill myself. Oh dang, I'm way powerful now.
So actually, you kind of rolled a nat 1 on getting rid of your character.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just like completely botched it. But then he had to deal with like everybody else being level 1 and not able to survive anything, and me just being like, I don't know, Razor Orb. What their power was. I don't care. We're gonna have frog legs for dinner. Razor.
My favorite thing lately has been creating the NPCs because they're my characters are based in a small little town. It's your map.
Nice.
Little town, it's a quiet village.
So as I'm populating the town, I'm having like way too much fun coming up with like characters for them. Like the dude whose boat this is, his name is Triton. He's addicted to cocaine and or meth. They don't know. He is the only one that will have them on his boat.
See, I haven't started D&D yet. I've been told by many people that they think I would quite enjoy it, but I haven't tried it.
You probably enjoy pretty much any tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
I
Except
just
for
have.
Call of Cthulhu, because it's designed not to be enjoyed, it's to be like, how good are you at creating new characters quickly on the fly?
See,
I love Call of Cthulhu.
Part of the reason why I haven't tried it yet is because I'm not very good at improv, and I get really flustered and frustrated, and it stresses me out.
It's as improv as a video game in some ways, because just look at your character sheet and act off of it. Like it's improv, but you actually have more rules to rely on.
What makes a difference is who you're playing with.
Oh yeah.
I was playing with the story I told with the Dragonborn barbarian snorting the crystals and curing his brain damage was from a game I was playing pre-pandemic, where it was my first time DMing, and I had 6 players, and it was a lot. And it was really hard for me to get into and loosen up with because, like, 2 of them were my best friends. One was Mr. Spence. One was we've been friends for a while, but he's also that friend that I really want to smack in the face. And then 2, like, newer friends. Like, I knew them. They were general acquaintances, but they weren't part of the yet. And then this group is just my 2 best friends and Mr. Spence. So I have a lot more confidence in my ability to traumatize them and entertain them at the same time.
I have that? Please, can I have that?
And that really helps. Is like just not being afraid they're gonna ridicule.
Please, I want them. Please.
Yeah, and a really good thing to do is to like find a group that wants a starter game, or like a low level starter game, or like as in terms of Vampire the Masquerade, like a new vampire game, basically one where the person who's running the game is kind of doing introductory things with the characters to make things. It's basically to help people learn. It's a
Yeah.
gateway drug.
I gotta decide if I want to. Part of the reason too that I haven't played an RPG is my very weird, creepy uncle plays D&D, and so that for a long time has put an aversion there. Not that there's anything wrong with RPGs, because there's not. It's just him. There's something wrong with him.
It's just that knowledge. If you start to engage in this thing, you'll have to engage with him about it at some point.
He's also recently started playing Magic the Gathering, which I love. So if yeah, I'm trying to decide if
really
I'm going to keep playing MTG.
I really want to do a like AuthorTube D&D game.
Same.
But I kind of decided I don't want to DM 2 games at once. And I have a character I want to play so bad. So bad. I want to play a bard who's just a really mean teenager.
Mom.
Like just a really mean adolescent gnome with a banjo that goes around just picking fights and running away. And it's because of TikTok that I want to play this character, because there is one TikTok that embodies that energy perfectly.
There's a girl I saw on TikTok that has a cosplay that she created that's I forget what she calls it, but basically she's an elf, but like a Valley Girl type character with a rich daddy that pays for everything or whatever. Like every time she comes up on my For You page, I crack up because she's hilarious. Ew, Noelle. Yuck. That's old.
Eventually, if I do not get to join a AuthorTube D&D game, I'm going to make one and just suffer through the multiple campaign DMings.
I think Sarah Schonweber hosts AuthorTube D&D.
No, it's not AuthorTube D&D. Her husband is like I think maybe a professional DM. She's a player in a game, but
What's the matter, Noelle?
I want ham and
Hello,
bread.
CB. Hello, Jenny.
All right, we should do another sprint because Noelle is requesting that I make her a sandwich.
Spinach!
Bam, you're a sandwich.
Sandwich. Nom, 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 nom.
It's good.
All right,
Too.
3, 2, 1, go.
One.
Yay.
bum.
Okay. I cannot remember if I said hi to CB, but hello, just in case I didn't. And then Jenny, hello. And then Megan, hello.
Hello.
All right, Haley said mom stuff. So she'll be RB. I'm sleepy, so I can't really do this, which kind of is fine with me because I'm not in the mood to do that anyways. And by this, I mean my client thing. And then I think I'm going to try to write something, but I don't know what. So I'm just going to like open a thing and just like pants it, I guess.
Okay.
Do it.
To see what comes out of this onto the screen. So
So it seems like we're experiencing a lot of executive dysfunction today.
yes,
Mommy, stop.
always, but yes. I'm also dreading the fact that when I'm done with the live stream, I'm going to have to clean my living room so that I can find the TV remote. And I have a deep suspicion that Jordan took the remote and hid it so that I would clean the living room. Because I know for damn sure that I put it on the coffee table when I went to bed last night. And nobody else was down here watching TV until me and Noelle came downstairs. So,
Hi, Megan. Hi, Laura.
Hello to Laura and Megan.
absolutely nothing done. I just stared at my calendar and Facebook. And hi, Laura. Hello, how are you? Welcome.
That picture that Laura posted in, I don't even remember which channel it was in your Discord, Charlie. The one with the vampire, with the Dracula story thing or play. Whew.
That reminds me, I have not even opened Discord today. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Let's just say very pretty twink with a flowing white button-up shirt that's open and leather pants.
Seeking, gonna find it.
But I
For
don't
the new
remember
people.
which channel it's in.
For the new people, listen to this.
Okay, I just saw what Glory posted in Purity Warning, and yes. Y'all MFers need Satan. Agreed.
It's, oh, there it is.
I think it's in the music channel, Laura said.
Yep, there it is. Thank you, Laura. It is the first of the pictures from today. Or, well, links.
I just realized how many messages I have that need answering.
Yeah.
Is this
Took a
in
bit
House
of
of the Blue Dragon?
Yes. House of the Blue Dragon, then Common Room, then music.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And, I mean, the second clip looks
mine!
very
No,
appealing
it's not.
as well.
It's mine. Go wash your
It's
hands.
mine. It's mine.
Go wash your hands.
It's
They're
mine.
sticky with your ice cream on them.
No.
Red-haired Korean
Yes.
in leather pants.
That soda is
And here
mine.
for all of
Hi,
the
soda.
Draculas.
What was that?
Go watch.
No.
I said I am here for all of the Draculas.
I'll say hi. I'm live.
Hi.
Hello, Pizza Demon.
I waved because I forgot my camera was off. Hi, Pizza Demon.
What's up, child? Cough.
I have to say, I am getting excited about putting a full-length
Okay.
lo-fi thing out.
Tell them that I'm going to do.
Finally.
Okay.
You are doing that?
Yeah, I'm almost finished the second song for it.
Nice.
And these are like actual 3-minute songs. Like they're like actually not short, which is weird because I'm not intentionally making them longer than what I've been doing, but that's just how they're working out.
Bye, Jenny. Hope
Bye,
you feel
Jenny.
better. Well, you know me. I've been listening to lo-fi every day for months and on end now. Not all day every day, just at least one 1 hour lo-fi video.
I mean, I'm calling them lo-fi. I don't know if they technically count because I can't find a good definition of what that genre is, but they're laid-back beats. They're very chill tracks. In my head, when I think lo-fi, it can sound like this, but it's very me. I put the first track in the Dignati Lounge. It's in the behind the scenes because I wanted to share. I'm going to be throwing them in there as I get them done.
The Dignati Lounge.
Yeah, it's the supporter section of the site of the Discord because I'm trying to do something nice for all the wonderful people who subscribed to the Twitch channel because I feel weird that they subscribe to the Twitch channel and I'm getting money from you for reasons that I don't understand. So here's early preview stuff. I don't know why you give me money.
It's weird you don't understand why we're supportive of you.
I really don't. But
have you met you? Because you're pretty fun to be around and a pretty kind-hearted and loving person who creates really interesting, compelling, and good content that we want to see continue.
Rationally, I can understand the words that you're saying, but I have also met me and have a lot of bones to pick. But I'm very mean to myself, and I try not to be. But I want to make sure that I am providing as much as I can.
And that's part of the reasons we continue to support you, is you are always doing your best.
I just can't wait till y'all get to read The World End. Because I did not expect the Tugwaddle to be as bitchy as he is, but I'm kind of looking for it.
See, who else in the universe would create the Tugwaddle and actually use it in fiction?
It was everything in my power not to have him say to Ghost, I am not your emotional support animal.
You should do it anyways.
You should have put that in there.
It's very much implied where he's just but the world's ending. Do you know what we're supposed to do about this? He's just no. Just ride the wave, dude. Just ride the wave. And just but you're supposed to be the support. No. I know what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on, but that's not the same as knowing how to fix it. He's very, very bitchy about it, and I love it. I love him so much.
I see what's happened. I'm not in charge of any of that, but sorry to be the one to tell you that, guy. That kind of energy.
I was successfully able to weave into the dialogue. It's dangerous out there. Here, take this. And he gives him a sword. So I'm very, very happy for that.
Wonderful.
It is dangerous to go alone.
So here, take this sword and go by yourself.
Take this stick.
Thank
I
you, old
sharpened
man.
it for you.
His name is Synax because I could not bring myself to literally call him old man, so I named him Old Man in Latin.
But you know the answer to what I just said. I said, thank you, old man.
I'm not
It's old man.
old man. See, I just can't with that because I just see Felicia Day as the really thirsty fairy. And like, I love Felicia Day, and I know she's done like a lot of things since, but she will always be the thirsty fairy from The Legend of Neil. Like,
Noelle, what are you doing?
She will
I mean, I thought you
always
were
be her character from Supernatural for me.
She will always be Penny. Dr. Horrible got everything he ever wanted, and all it cost him was one penny.
Oof.
For me, she will always be Codex.
I love her. as
Basically,
Codex.
Felicia Day is Queen of the Nerds,
Yes.
and yeah.
Have you seen them playing like tabletop D&D and stuff
yes.
on their channel
Yes.
like this past
I
year?
have not. I want to, but it involves me sitting down in one spot for more than 5 minutes.
See, the problem
I
with-
watched one and it was killing me. I was laughing so hard because they had like this neighbor, like half giant orc woman that they just pulled into the adventure with them. And she's like, near the beginning, she's like, yeah, I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for my tavern dash.
Okay. Ouch. One penny.
the
Let's
problem
do.
with the guild,
Sorry,
is-
continue.
every time I see an actor from the guild in anything else, my mind tries to like figure out exactly where it takes place in the storyline, and like, so this is the job that they were doing in this season when this was going on. And like, I have a very big like guild extended universe in my head.
Love it.
So the guy who plays Blades in the guild actually plays a secondary character in LA by Night.
Nice. I could see him secretly becoming a vampire. Like that seems like the like natural end of his storyline.
Not yet. He is a ghoul.
Ah, well,
Carrie.
that even makes more sense.
Have fun going to the bank and visiting your mom.
Bye, Carrie.
Bye,
Bye.
Kay.
I think we should do a sprint now. What do you think?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Go, that's sprung.
My keyboard came with this special tool to pull off the keys. Or it goes and then it like hooks underneath the keys, and you just pull them off. And I'm so tempted to just start yanking keys off.
Well, if you do it to a certain key, you can slip someone the D.
Girl.
You know you're gonna do that with Jordan later. Like, hey baby, I'm slipping you the D.
I need a bunch of old keyboards now. Just carry little T keys in my pocket.
You can buy like, I don't know if they still have them or not, but like Newegg and stuff, you could buy bags of keys for replacement purposes, but you could buy them by the letter. So I'm not saying that you need to know that, but it was a thing that you used to be able to
Know
do.
that.
You could probably do that with Scrabble pieces as well.
Oh, that'd be easier. I'm not on Amazon right now.
I need
I'm gonna-
I need a still of Spence's face right there because that really needs to be like a meme format. Like there's so many things I want to caption that picture with.
That is the. Oh, you just gave me the most wicked idea, and I'm totally doing it.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's do this, Sprinty.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Yay. I wrote. Hold on, let me look.
But I will have to draw to make it awesome.
I forgot how to check my word count on Google Docs. I haven't used it in so long.
Tools, word count. And then you can click a button to make it stay on screen.
I'm like trying to figure it out. And I'm like, where the fuck is the thing? I wrote 38 words.
In the time it took you to figure that out, you could have counted the words.
Oh well. But I think I know what I'm going to work on, and I think I figured out book 3 of my Cowboy Romance series.
Ooh.
So book 2 is the single mom and the horse trainer. Then it's the horse trainer's sister, and that one's going to be a lesbian romance, and she is a cook, and she opens a restaurant at the end of the book. Then book 3 is the younger brother and a traveling food critic.
Charlie's giggling.
Yes.
I'm wondering if it's for the same reason I was.
Probably.
So, when you were describing what the books were about, they sounded like titles.
The single mom and the horse trainer.
Actually viable romance titles, though.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, is this like C.S. Lewis meets Chuck Tingle?
Oh, I would pay so much money for that.
It's only humans, okay? I promise. It's only humans.
I cannot promise that ever again. I don't think. I don't know.
Chuck Tingle rewrites A Horse and His Boy.
Wow. XD.
No. Bad Jayce.
I like how you're the one that got into trouble and not me.
I get in trouble all the time. Now, speaking of getting into trouble, Haley, how many D's did you buy during that sprint?
I found 6 on Etsy.
You know what I'm going to buy for myself is a rooster stuffed animal in the shape of a cube. And then every time Jordan wants to have sex with me and I'm like, no thanks, I'm not in the mood, I can just hand it to him and say, you've been cock-blocked.
Yes. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
I finished roughing out the song, so I'm now in the other app working on the actual arrangement. Like what it's like, all the notes are figured out. It's just,
Yay.
what are they going to sound like?
Yay.
I watched the first half of a Supernatural reaction. I cannot make all the words come out as words.
It is only 1 o'clock.
It is 4 o'clock.
It feels later than what it actually is. Does anybody need to leave, or can you stick around for another sprint?
I'm going to be doing music all day to keep my brain together, so...
Well, remember how I said I watched one half of a Supernatural reaction? You know what the next sprint would be?
The other half?
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, I just want to make sure that we don't need to do outros for anybody at this moment. Everybody good? Everybody good?
I don't even know what an outro is, so yeah, we're good.
Okay. Why would you say that? My childhood. I don't know what that refers to because that's happened so far, like so long ago at this point. That
I'm pretty sure it's A Horse and His Boy by Chuck Tingle.
Okay.
Actually, if you take any children's book and make it by Chuck Tingle, you've just ruined the entire thing.
I just want to know what would happen with all the hangers in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by Chuck Tingle.
The Giving Tree by Chuck Tingle.
The Lord of the Rings by Chuck Tingle.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish by Chuck Tingle.
I don't know why, but that one disturbs me the most. You are done.
I mean, Green Eggs and Ham by Chuck Tingle probably would too.
In my best.
Well, I can only imagine
Anything by
the terrible
Dr.
things that
Seuss.
the Green Eggs would do.
Any Dr. Seuss story by Chuck Tingle is deeply disturbing.
Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome.
Deeply.
Especially Fox and Socks.
That actually sounds like a legit romance novel title. Though. Like a normal romance novel. Not a Chuck Tingle one, a normal one.
It does.
I'm not sure what the word count keyboard command for Windows is, but on Mac it's Command Shift C. Well, I'm in Google Docs, so
Yeah, it's just a drop-down menu thing there.
yeah. My Microsoft Word is going to expire tomorrow, and I have to pay for it, but I'm not going to do that yet because I don't want to because I don't need it at the moment. I mean, I am going to need it. I'm going to need it in like 4 or 5 days, but I'll just pay for it in 4 or 5 days.
Laura. Mr. Brown can move. By Chuck Tingle.
Laura, I'm pleased and shocked that you came up with the dirtiest one of all of us. Just wow. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, Laura, oh my God, that cinnamon chai, what have you done to me? That cinnamon chai. It's like, imagine the greatest, like somewhere between a Red Hots and those like atomic fireballs. But like, so good.
Actually, if you get the fan to the right thing, you can just have the D.
I don't have it. There's no. Oh, yes, I can. I was like, there's no D in any of these words, but there is.
I remember it better than you do.
Me forgetting how to spell the word proud.
There's a fan on Amazon I want to buy that I'd never be able to use in like my home settings because it's just like that, only it's all black and it's just the word cunt. Like that is the accessory of my dreams. I need it, but I'd never get to use it.
It's hard to hold this to the right letters. D.
I get really mad at a form I had to fill out that asked for, and when it asked for gender, that's what I put in.
D fuck?
No. What Haley said.
Oh.
Cunt.
I feel it's appropriate. It's how I was feeling at the time.
There's a walk-in in my pocket by Chuck Tingle.
There. The fuck?
Oh, you need to just screen cap that. Because that is a meme in itself. Just put that up on TikTok and people will be using that.
Yeah. It's hard to hold this fan the right way.
I need a better phone so I can actually like use TikTok because all I do anymore is watch D&D compilations of TikToks on YouTube.
This fan just makes the best sound.
Ooh, that is good.
It really does.
So there
The most
is-
satisfying thing I've ever done in my life
I want to
was
say
when we
what?
put this new TV up and I got to peel the screen protector off. Mm.
The most satisfying thing I ever did in my life started with we went to the club that night and ended with they finally dragged me away.
What color is that?
When?
Is that your
So-
favorite?
Yes.
Speaking of one of the words that was said earlier, there is a movie from, I think it was the very early 80s called The Boys in the Band.
Oh, yeah.
And the line from that movie that I absolutely love is "Sunt." That's French with a cedilla.
Noelle just about lit her hair on fire with my candle.
We'll do that.
Girl is on fire.
Okay, you need to walk away from me and go do something else.
Just walk away.
I love you. Go away.
No.
Goodbye.
No.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay,
So
I'm,
has sandwich replaced the McDonald's?
I'm not going to say that word out loud where she can hear it.
But you could say yes or no.
She hasn't asked for that since before we started.
CB, I'm adding that to my lexicon. Oh, sweet.
But
niblets.
also, the Sammy was replaced by a fudgesicle.
Aha.
'Cause
Oh,
I went
Sweet
in there
Niblets
to-
is Hannah Montana.
I went in there to cook it for her, or to make the sandwich, I mean, and I opened the freezer because I was thinking, oh, maybe she'll like a Hot Pocket, and I have a box of Hot Pockets in there. And I was like, I pointed at the Hot Pockets. I said, "How do you want one of these?" And she said, "No, I want that." And pointed at the fudgesicles, and I was like, whatever. And I gave her one.
That's life goals right there. I'm going to go on the next sprint and tell my hubby that I want a sandwich and see if I get a fudgesicle.
By Chuck Tingle.
Girl.
The sandwich and the fudgesicle.
I asked for a sandwich and got a fudgesicle.
I'm sure that there is a sex position called fudgesicle somewhere in the world.
If not, there is now.
Rule 34.
Yes.
All I can think of for fudgesicle is something really disgusting that I don't want to picture.
Yep.
Can't be worse than a Michigan mop job. And if I have to explain that, I won't. So no, and don't look it up. If you like your sanity, do not look it up.
I don't know what that one is, and I really don't want to look it up.
Be happy.
Don't worry, be happy now. Do.
I mean, I looked up the Carolina Hot Pocket and
I
regretted
will
that.
say one thing: it requires a mustache and/or beard.
So does the Fu Manchu.
Mm-hmm.
Something I was talking about briefly with Mr. Spence before he went to work was it is very funny to me how in the circle of online friends, I'm the one over here going, like, the vanilla one. And then I get around my like in real life friends and they throw something mild down and I just respond. And then they're all like,
You're clutching the pearls.
what?
I am mix inappropriate.
It's all right. It's okay that you're the one that goes with this friend group because Charlie and Jayce are vulgar.
Oh, so very.
Pot, kettle.
Proud.
You know what? I am not gonna dignify that with a response, Jayce.
I'm not going to deny that.
We should do a sprint.
By Chuck Tingle.
Oh, goodness gracious. Maybe I'll play the McDonald's video game.
You said the words out loud.
Yeah, but she's not paying attention. So.
Good.
But have you guys ever played that video game before?
No.
I will share it with you on the next sprint. It's wonderful. Or after the next sprint is done, I mean. 3, 2, 1, go!
Doom.
Yay! I wrote. I have 57 words now instead of 38, so however many that is. Like 19. But in just these 57 words, I have figured out like 50% of the plot of the story.
Efficiency.
She's a food blogger and is traveling from Mount Bachelor, Oregon, over to Western Oregon and has to pass through the mountains where the fictional town I made up is located. And she's going to get in an accident and get found by the guy, and he's going to take her to his house because the roads are closed because it's snowy. So there's that.
I have picked all the instrumentation. I have most of it arranged and laid out. I'm just crafting the final beat for this oddly dreamy song. So, yay!
I did some D&D prep. Even though we're not having our session tonight, I'm populating the town and figuring out specifically what drugs the captain is on. And who's giving it to him. I have decided it is a powdered version of a potion of speed.
Nice.
Like,
What doing there?
and it's the gnome blacksmith who is supplying it to him.
Rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. And Megan was distracted by a mulch truck. There's a giant mulch truck outside my window. They have this large tube that they're dispersing the mulch with. It's loud and it smells. I've never seen a truck like this before. Is this the crazy stuff they have in California that I've missed since I've been gone? I don't know. I've never seen a mulch truck either.
I've finished watching the video.
Yay.
But I think that was probably my last sprint so that I can have like dinner, unwind.
I think that was my last sprint too because I need to clean this living room and find the TV remote.
And I keep getting thrown out because I have the YouTube for this video up on my main computer instead of my backup computer. So I keep opening up the wrong tab and hearing you talk and not be at all in sync with what I hear.
Noelle, are you good? Okay.
And I'm making
She's sitting under my desk right now.
you just like a house. And I'm making
So, I have this cube shelf that was my nightstand, but we rearranged all the furniture in my bedroom, and I don't need it as a nightstand anymore. So we brought it downstairs and put it under my desk for me to put like my yarn and stuff on. And she's down here playing with toys on the open cube. Wait, what happened to all the yarn?
Oh, there was yarn there.
There's an open cube, and then there's another open cube that shouldn't be open because it should be full of yarn. And she took all the yarn out of the cube and put it in my garbage can. You better put all that yarn back in its home right now.
Okay, guys.
I need to buy more yarn tomorrow.
Guys,
I have it.
we need your help.
Oh, speaking of yarn, I made this hat.
Nice.
It's that really fluffy baby blanket yarn. So it's
Mm.
like extra cozy. And
it fits Jamiroquai.
Nice. Do you knit or crochet?
crochet.
I'm
I
doing.
don't know how to knit.
I don't know how to crochet.
It's pretty easy.
It is way easier than knitting.
You yarn home.
I found that to be the inverse, but I'm always the odd one out.
I think it depends on which one you learned first.
I learned knitting first.
Same here. Oh, no, actually, I learned crochet first. My sister tried to teach me how to crochet, and that did not go well.
I find knitting very difficult and problematic to do because I am left-handed, and my knitting teachers were my mom and my grandma, and they were both right-handed and extremely short of patience. If
I haven't learned how to knit, but I
do
would
it
like
by
to.
mirroring them, I couldn't learn how to do it.
I think it's cool that it kind of has like a pattern because of the colors.
Yep, that's
It
really
looks
cool.
zigzaggy.
It does look zigzaggy.
So,
Likes it.
yay.
The most recent thing I finished. Hold on, let me grab it.
I am gonna use this fuzzy yarn to make socks.
Oh my god.
Why are you laughing?
Jayce, are you okay?
I just looked at. I just saw a Chuck Tingle title that I'd never seen before.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the thickness of the yarn.
Ooh.
And it's really nice and fluffy and fuzzy. I'm gonna make fuzzy socks.
I
They're
apologize.
gonna be so
in
cozy.
advance. The Thickness of the Yarn by Chuck Tingle.
Yep. So
I'm sorry.
I have been putting that up as a game on the Facebook Author Tubers page.
Chuck Tingle titles.
So, take a regular title and add by Chuck Tingle.
This was my most recent finish I've made.
I love that. Those colors. Oh my, that color.
Guess what? It's going in the
What's that
box of
shit?
stuff I'm sending to you.
So I got
A
this.
butt within a butt within a butt.
I got this fuzzy yarn. It's like a light pink color. And I'm gonna make a plushy pig out of it.
That's awesome.
Your box is
I
almost
just-
full, Charlie.
Oh,
I just
my
have to
goodness.
find a pattern for a pig plushie that I can make with this yarn. And then I got this one so I can make a unicorn. It's just like a cream white color. These were on sale for like $5.99 a skein. So I got a bunch of different colors.
These are like $4, and they're all cotton yarn, which is super nice. But they're not very soft. They're just like really heavy and dense, and like will actually make for warmth.
Yeah. It's all right. Someday I'm going to own a farm. Jordan wants to raise alpacas, and I'll just make everything out of alpaca wool.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The Tingleverse, the official Chuck Tingle role-playing game.
I don't think I'm allowed.
Is
I
that
think it's
actually
kind
a
of
thing?
like the hubby and Cards Against Humanity. Like he's not allowed to play that, and he's been banned at several conventions. It's a thing. I don't know that I would be allowed to play in the Tingleverse. Like that might hurt people.
I also have this.
And yes, I'm
little
aware of how that sounds.
aqua.
It's 4 books. I think this might
Is this
be
actually a
series.
thing?
I think it might actually be like a novel series. No. It actually is
Well,
What
we
is
know
wrong
what
with the
Jace's
world?
next game is going to be.
What is wrong with the world today?
Oh my god.
How much
This is
time
the
do you have?
straw that broke the camel's back. Chuck Tingle, the official roleplay.
One tingle to rule them all. Laura, I'm loving it. I'm here for it. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Alpacas are so darn cute.
They are.
I don't know why Jordan specifically wants to raise alpacas, but I told him I wanted to buy some land so I could have horses. And he said, the only way I will ever own a farm is if I can raise alpacas. And I said, I'm good with that as long as I don't have to take care of them.
The only reason
So,
to raise alpacas is because it's illegal to import vicunas.
Oh, what is his name on AuthorTube?
That really doesn't narrow it down. There are a lot of
He's
C's
Sean
on
Hutchings, but I don't remember what his handle on AuthorTube was. But he
What
says,
now?
yes, what now? He says, My Family and Other Animals by Chuck Tingle.
Oh my. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
This
my.
rulebook contains everything a group of buckaroos will need, including 4 playable types: Bigfoot, Dinosaur, Human, and Unicorn, 5 trots: Bad Boy, Charmer, Sneak, True Buckaroo, and Wizard, several unique ways, as well as hundreds of cool moves that are specially crafted for each unique playstyle.
I just can't.
See, there's a monster guide, living object handbook, and the Void campaign setting.
I can't with this.
Oh, yes, you can, and you will.
I refuse. I refuse.
Listed within the Living Object Handbook are the following new types, each featuring several exclusive cool moves, unique ways, and magic items that only living objects can wield, including Gingerbread Them, Haunted Portrait, Living Bicycle, Living Donut, Living Guitar, Living Monetary Unit, Living Television, Magic Carpet, Mysterious S Symbol, Sentient Coffin, Sentient Detergent Pod, Sentient Die, Sentient Remote Control.
Okay. Do you think Chuck Tingle knows that they are a meme?
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Do they do it on purpose?
Have you not seen him do interviews?
I have not.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no. He knows exactly what he is and leans into it and makes it fantastic.
I don't know if he still does it or not, but he used to have a podcast.
Wow.
And like the Harry Potter knockoff that he did is a meme that he made because right-wing people tried to use him as like an example of some kind. I don't quite remember what, but his response was a double fuck you no. Keep my name out of your mouth.
Well, now I'm intensely curious, and I will be listening to Chuck Tingle interviews while I clean my living room.
And I haven't seen the video yet, but Dominic Noble he does Lost in adaptation on YouTube, but he just did a video of, is Chuck Tingle a good writer actually? And he is an incredibly fair and funny creator that I like. I'm going to be watching that later.
I just want to be as prolific as Chuck Tingle. Like, I have so many stories I want to get done. I just want to be able to like mint books as quickly as he does.
Yeah. Same. I want to publish something this coming year.
I want to publish 3 things this coming year. I'm going to die.
I'm in a mental place where I just want to get other people publishing a lot of things this year and get money for
helping them.
Because I just want to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting really excited, speaking of publishing stuff, because I got the first chapter for my Bella project like 90% done. I just want to have someone go through it one more time and just double check that I didn't leave some glaring error in there.
Oh, speaking of projects of yours, I didn't finish reading your Hallmark one, but I did start it. And obviously it's too late for you to publish it at this point. But
yeah.
You have a good start, but I do think you should eliminate all of the exposition at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. My first chapter is probably gone in everything I write, 90% of the time.
Okay, good. Because there's a lot of backstory exposition at the beginning that was interesting stuff to know, but it didn't need to be there.
Yeah, I definitely do this thing where like the first chapter is always, always, always me putting stuff I need to not forget to make sure people know.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise I can't get started.
That makes sense.
And then I go delete it.
You figure out how to integrate the various information throughout the rest of the book, and then you delete that?
Yep.
That makes sense. All right. I feel like we should wrap up, but you go ahead and say what you were going to say just now, Jayce.
Okay, I just found something that I think we can all agree with, and it's a thing that says work in retail long enough, and you'll eventually realize the rules for dealing with customers are exactly the same as for dealing with the Fae. 1. Avoid eye contact. 2. Never reveal your true name. 3. Accept nothing they offer to you. 4. Never verbally agree or disagree with anything they might happen to say. To apologize is to acknowledge a debt owed. Under no circumstances are you ever to thank them. Remember that they are incapable of reading signs in human languages.
Same goes for the
True.
guys that work at the mall kiosks.
I used to be one of the guys that works at the mall kiosk.
Oh, more evidence to my point.
Burn?
Sick burn.
I just hear truth. I don't know.
I live with the Fae. I know these roles. Mr. Spence is still bringing home weird shit. Last time, it was 4 boxes of Pop-Tarts. Like the 16-pack each of Pop-Tarts.
Hey, you can never have enough Pop-Tarts.
I mean, you can. We're up to 8 boxes of Pop-Tarts in my house now. And we have paid for none of them.
Well, you better get to eating then, ma'am.
Now, Laura, I agree that that seems like the best way to deal with the dreaded kiosks. But here's the thing. The people that are not, that drop their head and look away from them, they see that and they're like, okay, that's an easy mark.
I don't know. I worked at a head shop that was a center aisle kiosk at a mall. So, I mean, we
The
sold
secret-
perfume bottles and
The
ornamental
secret is
glassware.
to be bold, and if they approach you, if they start coming for you, you look at them with scorn.
Yeah, because they don't care if you work at the mall. If you're also there to do your job, they don't care.
I only go to the kiosks at the mall if they sell food. If it's like a muffin mall kiosk, I will definitely stop there and buy a muffin.
I did see a Pop-Tart flavor that was, and I don't know if it's real, but it looks like it would be amazing. That's like Eggo waffle with maple syrup inside.
That seems like it would be real. Pop-Tart comes out with a lot of weird flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me,
these
I
are
know,
all
because
s'mores. The ones that came
Jordan-
home are all s'mores.
the s'mores ones are pretty good though.
They are. Like, I have one right here. But like,
Jordan is obsessed with new anything. Every time I go to a fast food restaurant or go to a store or whatever, see if they have any new Pop-Tart flavors or cookie flavors or what do you want from McDonald's? Anything that's new. So
Yeah, I'm like that too.
every time I go to the grocery store, I go through the cookie, Pop-Tart, like all that cereal section, and if it says all new or new flavor or anything like that on the package, it's an automatic buy for me because otherwise Jordan will be upset that I didn't get it for him.
I'm always curious at what new things taste like, so I want to try them all.
Yeah, it's fair. I get it. It gets a little annoying sometimes because, like, especially if he goes to the store with me, I'll have a list and it's like 15 things on this list. It's like, okay, we need to buy these 15 things. We don't need to buy anything else. And then we leave the store having spent $200 because he saw 5 new flavors of different things and had to get like 3 of each of them. Yeah. That eye roll right there, that's literally me in real life when that happens.
Like Lay's just brought out a couple months ago their new flavors, which are like this year they did flavors of other things. So like they had Doritos Cool Ranch flavor on Lay's potato chips and Cheetos flavor and Funyuns flavor.
Trust me, I had all of them. And every time they do the you pick thing where they release the 5 flavors and then whichever one is the most sold is the one that becomes a permanent flavor. Every single time he buys every single flavor, tries them all, usually will like one a lot and then throw the rest of them away. It's like you bought a whole bag of chips and you threw most of it in the garbage.
I will only throw the ones in the garbage if they taste horrible. And Meadow just left.
the stream is ours now. Damn it.
My tab refreshed itself for some reason.
But as to he buys one of each flavor, I don't see the problem in that. You say it like it's a bad thing.
They sell them in mini size. He could just buy the mini size. Try them that way instead of buying a full size bag of every single flavor.
The thing is, what you're looking for is that one new thing that's going to blow your dick off.
Yes, please.
I get it, but he could get the mini size.
He could be methodical about it.
Most recently, there was a Cheetos street corn flavor. And oh my god, It was phenomenal.
You know, one thing that he bought and brought home and made me cook for him was Cheetos mac and cheese.
I've had that.
It tastes like Cheetos, and I don't even like Cheetos.
I bought one of each flavor because there were like 3 or 4 flavors. And I think it was just the jalapeno one that tasted good.
Do you want salad with
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
I think we broke her. Yeah, the green one's good.
I hate all of them, and I still have them because I refuse to cook them, and he doesn't like them either. And now I'm just stuck with them permanently in my cabinet.
You could always do macaroni art with the kid.
They're spiral noodles.
Then they technically got used.
Check around the neighborhood and see if there's like a community pantry.
Yeah. I don't want to force anybody else to eat this disgustingness.
See,
Jayce
now you're judging other people by your standards.
It's gross. It's disgusting.
What part of I like the green one?
Okay,
It's
we can drop this right now. I'll move on.
So the equivalent of that for Mr. Spence is he'll find a new food thing and he'll have to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the beginning of quarantine, it was beef Wellington, and so he spent like 3 weeks figuring out how to do this the best way, and he made it, and it was amazing. Everyone loved it, and then he like lost all interest. He was like, "Nah, I'm good now."
Did the hubby ever send his beef Wellesley recipe?
I don't think so.
I'll have to get after him.
I like trying new flavors of stuff too, but only stuff that I think I'm gonna like already. Like if I see something and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna like that, I won't get it. Jordan has to try everything that's new. Everything.
Okay, and you're still saying it like that's a bad thing.
It's just we spend a lot of money on stuff that he doesn't end up liking and throws away. That's
Okay,
the problem.
the throwing away part is a problem.
I'm the kind of person that I will spend money on something and I will finish the whole thing even if I don't, unless it's like absolutely like this is going to make me throw up if I eat any more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, example, I bought a full-size bottle of Burnett's vodka. Burnett's is disgusting and I didn't know that until after I bought it, but it was $30. So I drank the whole thing, even though it was disgusting and tasted like rubbing alcohol. I didn't throw it away. I didn't dump it down the drain. I drank the whole thing.
Yeah, that's how I am with stuff too. But I want to try everything, but I also do not want to waste my money. So I will finish it unless I'm going to vomit. I will finish it. It's like, nope, I wanted to try this. It is my lunch now. I might have to put something in it to make it edible.
Yeah, this is why I don't really like to try a lot of new stuff. And Jordan gives me so much crap because he's like, "Here, try this." And it's like, I'm picky, and I know that I'm picky, and I'm fine with it. I don't need to try new stuff. It doesn't smell good, I'm not going to eat it. It doesn't sound good, I'm not going to eat it. And he gets mad at me because he wants me to try something that's like shrimp flavored, and I hate seafood, so I'm not going to eat it. Sorry, boo. But it ain't happening. See, I've tried to make homemade mac and cheese many times, and I fuck it up every time, and it always ends up being super grainy.
That can happen easily.
Yeah, so I've just given up on making it from scratch, and I just buy box mac and cheese or make it with Velveeta.
Like
Yes,
it's
Sarah,
super
you
high
need
end
to.
and will kill you, but Ina Garten has a really good, fairly easy mac and cheese recipe. It's just getting the ingredients for it and surviving the eating of it. It's very good though.
I love making homemade mac and cheese, but I love homemade baked mac and cheese. But I always feel like a hypocrite when I do it because I have a vehement dislike of lasagna on principle, not on flavor. Lasagna is a dish that shouldn't exist.
Lasagna is amazing.
It shouldn't exist.
Why shouldn't it exist?
I can't quite put it into words other than I think it's bullshit. There's a dish you have to cook, boil, and then bake for one dish. Like you have to.
I mean that's fair, but it's one of those things that's like it's worth it in the end.
So, Meadow, how does it feel when someone else is yucking your yum?
I'm sorry, Jayce. I'm sorry. I moved on from the rant. It's all right. It's all right.
I hate lasagna for the point, like for the just excessive amount of prep work so much. It feels like I am in the moral right when I rant about it.
Right.
Because I hate it that much and I cannot figure out why or what information I need to make me stop hating it. Because I've looked up the origins of it, and the origins of it, like there is a gap between like the ancient Romans eating their version of lasagna to what we do now. And what we do now is unacceptable to me. I cannot express why.
Well, that's fair. I love lasagna, but I don't make it myself. I always get the Stouffer's frozen one at the store, and I cook that. Because that in itself already takes 2.5 hours to cook.
Right? Like,
And it's so I mean, but that's because it's frozen and whatnot. But I don't know how to make lasagna from scratch, and I won't.
see, and I
Also-
do. That's part of why. Is like I'm not a big fan of the flavor profile. I don't like tomatoes or most tomato-based things.
Mm.
Like tomato soup is pushing it, and I'd rather not have ketchup, but I'll eat it.
Okay, so this rant about lasagna has brought up a story memory for me. So, one of the stories in the series that I'm working on with my best friend, one of the characters is Italian, and he is absolutely stringent of like, I will make all the pasta myself from scratch. I will not buy pasta from the store. And every time his partner makes something with store-bought pasta, he gets really upset because he's like, I could have made this pasta for you. It would have been 10 times better. And yet you just went to the store and got boxed spaghetti. How dare you? And there was one scene that we did where the child that he adopted asked for lasagna, and John was like, oh boy, this is going to take like 6 hours. We should probably get something to eat on the way home. Because now it already takes a long time to make lasagna, but then he also has to make the pasta himself. So yeah, there you go. Your rant fit into my story well.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't.
So, at the end of my stream on Saturday, I presented a final picture to like just give people something kind of interesting and cool.
Okay.
Like this was after everyone said their goodbyes, and I just put it up on the screen before I hit close stream.
Okay.
And it was sushi penguins.
Are you requesting to do something similar during this stream?
I have a picture for you if you want it.
I mean, I don't see why not. In terms of the tomato rant, I can't have fresh tomatoes because I don't know if I'm allergic. I just tell people I'm allergic because it's easier than saying it makes my body react adversely with no explanation. But fresh tomatoes, the acid in them is just, it does something to my body that's not fun. And I can't eat them, but I can eat anything made from tomatoes. I love salsa and marinara sauce, like all the tomato things I'm good with, just not fresh tomatoes. So, yeah. All right, let's do outros. We'll start with Haley, then Charlie, then Jayce, then me.
Well, then we're just gonna skip to Charlie because I don't do outros.
You don't have any updates?
No.
Nothing that you're doing? Okay.
Nope.
All right, Charlie, go ahead. Charlie, never mind. We'll go to Jayce. And then
How did
Jayce-
my mic get muted? I was actually doing it, and then you're just like, nope, not that one. I'm just like, bitch, come on, let's go.
we couldn't hear anything.
And then I
Okay.
looked down, I'm like, oh, my mic's muted. That's why nobody's been talking to me for like a really long time. Okay.
I thought you like left or something. I was like, okay, I guess we'll just
thought
come
I got
back.
voted off the table. All right. Hi.
Okay, go.
I'm a functional adult today, I promise. Hi, my name is Charlie. I do a lot of stuff. Check out my Vela project's Blinded Angels, which the full first plot arc is out for that, and the one that Rose City worked on, which is the Shadow Phoenix saga. Chapter 8 came out today, and I've been hearing good stuff, so yay, people are apparently liking it. I love that story in that world so much, and just because I feel like in full transparency, the world ends in chapter 13, so don't get too attached. I am really loving that stuff. Definitely check it out. I will be streaming for 3 days a week, starting soon over on Twitch. I have my Wednesday and Friday stream starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. I really want to record the podcast over there live. I just don't know what is a good time, because every time I think I know, I'm just like, but I want to watch the stream that so-and-so is doing at that time, and or have been given an invite to be on it. So I don't know. But when I figure out, I will put it on the schedule over there. Also, I am working on a new lo-fi album that should be out, who knows, in the not too distant future, but it will be an actual full-length album. So I'm really excited about it. It's very dreamy.
Cannot wait.
Wonderful. Jayce, it's your turn.
I am Jayce Maxwell, author of urban fantasy and cosmic horror. I am an editor for Rose City Editing at rosecityediting.com. Tuesdays are my Twitch Sims 4 game days. Thursdays are my YouTube Vampire the Masquerade, VTM Mysteries days, and Saturday is my YouTube Sprints days.
Noise. Okay. I am Meadow. This is my channel. I do writing streams on Tuesdays and at the same time as today. And then my Friday stream will be changing to Thursday evening instead of Friday evening, because Jordan will not be home on Thursdays, and so then I don't have to worry about him complaining, oh, I wanted to watch a movie with you, because he won't be here. So it'll be at 7 p.m. on Thursdays instead of Fridays. And yay. I will be streaming on Twitch tonight playing Overwatch. It's Total Mayhem today, which basically is just Overwatch, but your health is doubled and like your ability cooldowns are faster, so you can do everything. It's crazy. The normal game is like, fun and normal, and Total Mayhem is exactly that. It's crazy, and it's my favorite game mode to play. So. And I'll do that. So if you wanted to follow me on Twitch, it's Meadow Lamb. My name, LAMB. Cool. And then I'm also probably tomorrow going to play Paladins on Twitch. I played for the first time today and got the hang of it, so I'm ready to actually stream it probably tomorrow. And then if you're looking for an editor, you can go to our website, rosecityediting.com, and we are available the week after next week, so the 25th. We're available then and onward. So yay. And then I don't have any other updates for you. So, oh, you can follow me on TikTok. I do post content on there. It's Meadow_Lamoreaux on TikTok. So, yay. And then, yeah, that's it for me.
Yay.
Yay. So, let's put up this image.
Fall leaf fashions.
Cute. And with that, we will be leaving.